What's happening, baby? Welcome to episode 384 of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch network. I'm Donald Nelson, baby. You already know. Click that bell for notifications of new content when I drop. New media, energy up, health is wealth. Just want to welcome everybody back, man. I took a week off. A week. I had to take a week off, man. Wasn't nothing popping anyway, so I'm like, I ain't going to talk about like two things. Let me just get this dead time rhetoric down, you feel me? Like to get it cracking for y'all, man. So I'm back today though, for sure. I'll be here every other week on the Confidence in the Klutch podcast until like maybe Olympics, football season or whatever. Then I'm right back up in this joint, man. You know, because I was doing all the shy and the power and this one. It was a lot. It was good work, good fun, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I want to thank everybody for the listen, the views, and the downloads, man. Now let's just jump into this. And this is usually not where I start off on the pod, but remember, we talk about everything on this pod. So we got to jump into the attempted assassination on President Trump. It's political theater, baby, for your ass. You know what I'm saying? So let me get something in the background because I ain't just talking like this. All right. So I just want y'all to understand and remember the first thing when it comes to these politics, right? All politics are local, baby. My doctor told me to put something up under here because his elbow bugging out when I'm sitting in the chair and I ain't even got no pillow. All politics are local, meaning pay attention to the things that affect you in your life locally first. You know, your neighborhood, break-ins and speeding and sanitation and snow removal and neighborhood services and police presence or not, litter, whatever, whatever it may be. Who's your alder person? Who's your county executive? Who's your state Senate member? Who's your state Congress member? Your state assembly member? You know what I'm saying? Like, know all that. Know who the mayor is. Know who the county executive is. And also always know the governor and all that. You know what I'm saying? Know work. That's the stuff that affects you where you at because federally mandated laws are federally mandated stuff. But most things that affect us are state, county, city imposed on the residents. All right? Not so much nationally unless you get like the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade and shit. And now women, depending on what laws on the books, can't get abortions in their states. And, you know, Project 2025, they're trying to push a whole bunch of stuff through. Yes. So this presidential stuff is very key right now because we can lose the House, the Senate, and the presidency on the side of right and wrong. Not Democrat, Republican, right and wrong. Y'all tell me this, what Republican has a plan for you and your people, of people that's doing worse than you that you know in your life? I'll wait. Now ask me, do the Democrats have something for that person? And that's who you should vote for. It ain't about you. It's about the other people, right? If we ain't even talking about us, we ain't got plenty paper. Like, I ain't got plenty paper. You may have plenty paper, but I ain't got plenty paper to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That it doesn't impact me. It impacts me as well. So that's why I will be voting towards things that help me and my people, you know what I mean? And others that's lesser than me. So you can only vote one way, that's Democrats. You know what I'm saying? You can't vote no other way. You know what I mean? So that's where we at. So the Trump assassination attempt, everybody's been talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be what word am I looking for? Insensitive of what's going on because a lot has happened and transpired. And this is for the people that paid attention in history class, you know what I'm saying? And understand the historical aspect of what happened, how it happened, why it happened, just my thoughts on it. So first of all, I want to jump into the why it happened. Like political violence that happens and it happened to Trump. Like he's pushed political violence out there with his words and his values. What did he tell the Proud Boys one time? Stand down and stand by The people in Charlottesville, Virginia, that ran over the lady, it was good people on both sides. Let's go to this Capitol. Let's do this, do that, do this, do this, do this, that. Like, so, some people need to get this. I don't know, but the Second Amendment people, they might have a different opinion. Like, he done said some shit. He done said enough that you can be like, yo, B, you tripping. And people listening to you thinking you putting a battery in their back. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if anybody ever used the term gaslighting properly, it'd be what Trump do to the people that follow him. He gaslight the hell out of them. You know what I mean? And let me know in the comments. But yeah, the political violence that Trump is pushing his words and values is why this shit happened. Now, my thoughts about it. Condolences to the brother who lost his life. No, I didn't go on Twitter and see what he said and his political views. And he could have said, hate niggers on the thing. Like, I don't know he said hate niggers. So my thing is, he went to go support his candidate he wanted to support. He shouldn't die going to support his candidate. So I don't like that piece, because if I want to go support somebody, I shouldn't die going to just to support somebody. And I ain't had nothing to do with who trying to, like, nah, that shit ain't cool. But if he said fuck niggas, then, you know what it is on the backside. We respect the dead over here. We ain't kicking that shit back towards them that way. We say thoughts and prayers and condolences to the family. The two people that was injured, who went from critical to stable condition, we want to salute them. Once again, they should not be in critical, stable condition just to go to support their presidential nominee at a rally. Condolences to President Trump for getting grazed in the ear, regardless what everybody's saying. Oh, it could have came from the teleprompter or whatever. Y'all seen this shit. People died. You know what I mean? Like, so the mental things that he went through. So what? He went to go play golf and came to the mill, because I'm in Milwaukee. RNC is here this week. So what? He came. So that might have been the best thing for him. You know what I mean? That way he ain't thinking about it like that. And those close to the people that were shot, that trauma, y'all go get therapy as well. Like, man, this is what it is. It ain't sympathy. This is real shit. Like, it, you know what I mean? This is real shit that happened. And I need people to take care of themselves. All right? All right? Now that I got that out the way, let me tell y'all something. Hold up. Let me tell y'all something. Hold up. I ain't even got, hold up. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Now, for real, let me get it together. Let me tell y'all something. This shit is the whites' business. This has nothing to do with the blacks. You know what I mean? Seriously. This is the whites' business. No one black is inside on that stage. I seen like one person inside. Man, I was glad it wasn't a black shooter. It's for real. Or a BIPOC, black, indigenous person of color. Fuck all that. I'm glad it wasn't nobody black and it wasn't nobody a person of color, right? Now, it would be irresponsible for anybody to call this shit a hoax and to say we haven't seen this scripted in television or movies before. But the bottom line is, if that's what you believe, you have the right to your opinion, but not your own facts. You know what I mean? Like, you can't call it a hoax. You can't say, oh, when he fell down, he put ketchup on this shit like the WWE. Like, if it come out and he did it, okay, then you got one up on me, though. But, man, I don't know. It looked like he got popped to me. You know what I'm saying? But it was the graze. He didn't get popped. He didn't get shot. He got grazed by the bullet. Is that equal with shots by the definition of motherfucking court of law? Probably. So we're going to say he got shot. But we know that shit grazed him. The bottom line is the whites were too comfortable. We're too comfortable in rural Pennsylvania with their own people. They at his rally. We all Trumpers. We all MAGA. We all Y. You know what I mean? They were too comfortable in Philadelphia, and the Secret Service, the police, whoever. Remember, the Secret Service is supposed to protect the asset. As far as all that planning out, scoping out and shit, yeah, they got to check out shit and make sure it get ran right. But their number one job is to make sure a dog get there, remain there, and leave there safe and alive. But to not properly scout where potential threats was, and it was not vetted properly by them, that's the fucked up thing to me. Even though they were there. What they say, the police staged there, right? They said they were staging there. Y'all got to come on, man. We know the cat out the fuck this. Let the cat out the bag. How the fuck did dude get up in there? You know what I mean? What, he sleep up like all that shit? Now that's the shit that's like the hold up, B. Hold up, B. I seen some shit like on CNN. They said, dog, motherfucker saw him 2 minutes before he took a first shot. All right, so where was I at, yo? Right here. I was finna fire up the PlayStation or something. You know what I mean? And start watching Ozark. Ozark fire now. All right. Start watching Ozark and shit. Like, what the fuck? What? Oh man, it was early evening and boom, we're here now. Now, you know, we all got the cat Lone Wolf. You know what I mean? Like he went on his own and did his own thing. And you know, that you know, just seeing it and seeing that man dead on that roof, like damn, seeing the bullet sound and Trump falling and defiantly pumping his fist and Secret Service got him to the vehicle. I was thinking, dog, it's taking y'all too long. Y'all ain't covering up that man's head. How y'all know it ain't another sniper from somewhere else or some of that shit, man? Like, yo, that police officer that went to ask that young man what the fuck he's doing, son, and he turned around and pointed the banger at him and he slipped and fell. Did he fall off the roof? Because if he slipped and fell, don't you got a banger? We're going to talk about this. Ohio cops just killed somebody in Milwaukee a couple hours ago at the RNC. They ain't even in a hard or soft zone. These motherfuckers up in here tripping. They probably finna tear this bitch up. Just know that. So he came, he pointed the gun at him, and then after that, reportedly, Vlak. He saved Trump's life because he had him in the crosshairs, G. So, dog, that cop saved Trump's life. For real. So, even though he didn't kill dude, he saved his life. All right? Because he got back in position and missed with the first shot, and then he, you know what I mean? So, the response. Republicans, some J.D. Vance blaming on Biden's rhetoric and about putting Trump in the crosshairs and that he would be bad for America and all that shit. That shit don't matter. He is one of our own, you know what I'm saying? Like he's still an American citizen, right? And regardless if whatever party, he still gotta lead the left, the right, and the middle shit. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm a moderate independent. That's who I am. The shit that work for the poor people need to work. Who giving it to them? Democrats, okay. Shit that work for the rich people, okay. The Republicans giving it to, and let's meet in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Let's meet in the middle, dog. Let's meet in the middle. Make sure everybody got what they need, though. That's all I ask for to be successful. So, right now, when I'm looking at it, now Saturday night, I'm typing notes. I'm saying like, yo, if I were Trump, I'm done. Because this shit ain't worth my life, right? Call me a bitch. He's not a young man. Call me a bitch. No need to go out as a martyr, right? You know what I mean? So we get the blame and shit. You know what I'm saying? Republicans not being able to dial back Trump's words that agitate without any policy explanation. Like he just talks shit. He don't talk about his policy when he at these rallies and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to blame. So you blaming the Republicans. You blaming the Secret Service because there's no way in hell they didn't survey those buildings and say, hey, this building in question should have been closed, locked down for however many hours previously. Make sure it's clear. And we got a sniper on top of that because that had the higher viewpoint from a different angle. Aftermath. Where were the fucking drones at? You know what I mean? So thank you, Obama, for reinstating Secret Service to former presidents that Bush ended. And he when he did it, I forget which one. Shit, I don't know if it's Daddy Bush or Son Bush, but they stopped it for former presidents. But this is how smart Obama knows. This is how smart Obama is. He knew he was going to need Secret Service when he left office because they was going to still try to kill him. He has the most threats on his life than any other president in history. So Obama knew what the fuck the deal was. Now, my question to y'all, because we're having a conversation, do y'all think that Trump's Secret Service was the best in the country? Hell no. They would Biden. Hell no. Now, we can't say they weren't the best in the country once he got shot, though. Because they did what they could do given the situation to get him up out of there, right? And they did a good job once they did their job when it came down to it. Now, the speed in which they did it, I'm not the professional to sit here and say, but shit, if that was somebody I love, shit, besides a couple of hiccups, but he was kind of uncontainable, shit, they did a good job with bro, for real, with dog. So, the Secret Service director, she got called to the carpet, you know what I'm saying? She possibly might have to resign because they're going to be like, HNIC. You know what I mean? You had a nigga in charge, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, somebody underneath your shit ain't doing what they supposed to do. You got to go. Sorry. And the Republicans are losing the shit over this. They want hearings and reports, and we want to know what happened, and why is this, and why is that, and why is this, and why is that. And I don't blame them. Y'all almost got our leader that we wasn't able to come in and have our fucking Republican convention, conference, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever though, that you got to be held accountable though, because it was some bullshit. That shit was not supposed to happen. Going forward, my thing is, how many copycats like would this populate? Huh? Oh, I'm a better shot. He had Trump dead to rights. The cop saved his life. We all know that. Will the rednecks go after Biden for retaliation, revenge, and get back? I hope not. We don't need none of this shit, man. We ain't a third world country that go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking factions taking over the government and all that shit. We don't do that here. I said earlier, Trump needs to get out the race right now. If I'm Biden, I'm getting out the race right now. This shit ain't worth it, man. We 80-something years old, dog. We both been president. You know what I mean? They need to drop out the race immediately. Peace, right? Let the country figure it out then. Y'all know what the fuck y'all want to do. I'm gonna tell y'all again. You feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all. If Trump win, we going to World War III. If Biden win, we in the motherfucking Civil War. We can't win for losing with this shit. Trump announced his vice president in the meal yesterday, J.D. Vance, Ohio senator at the RNC. Like, he hated Trump in the past and now is down, right? Like, it's crazy, man. Previous words and tweets from Vance about Trump per CNN. Other tweets liked by Vance said Trump committed serial sexual assault, called him one of USA's most hated, villainous, douchey celebs. Douchey celebs. And in a since removed set of tweets, harshly criticized Trump's response to the deadly 2017 white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, something Vance now defends Trump over. K-File also previously reported that Vance deleted past anti-Trump tweets ahead of his announcement in July 2021 that he would run for the open Ohio Senate seat. Vance in February 2016 privately wondered whether Trump was America's Hitler, and a few months later wrote in The Atlantic that Trump was cultural heroin. Goddamn, man. J.D. Vance, all he talks about is the white worker and the white intellectual voter. He ain't say shit about no BIPOC. I don't give a damn if his wife is Indian. Do y'all see his kids? His kids is Indian. They ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know how black men have a baby with the white man, with the white woman, and them babies be little light shit. Them babies kind of brown. You know what I mean? Like, they more brown than the nigga with the white chick. You know what I mean? She got some strong ass genes. So that's even that. He would be Trump's pit bull, y'all. He's the one that accused the attempt on Trump, right? From Biden and his rhetoric and shit. Quote, today is not just some isolated incident. The central premise of the Biden campaign is that presidential Donald Trump is an authoritarian fascist who must be stopped at all costs. That rhetoric led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination. Come on, B. Damn. This is the vice president on his ticket right now. Fuck y'all. And why we're taking down our ads. We're not going to do this. Fuck all that, B. J.B. Vance, talking about his upbringing. He's raised by his grandparents in poor rural Ohio and blah, 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 blah. Talking about he saw a lot in his household that if a woman is abused by her husband, she should stay in the home. Reinforcing the abuse he saw in his home by his grandparents, right? Towards each other. Quote, there's this weird sense of just devotion for its own sake that I think has its downsides, to be honest. It certainly has downsides, but I think is a very useful trait and something I just don't see enough among the professional class in this country. So we just gonna fight it out and box and slap each other and you bitch and all this shit, and that's cool. We see too much of this shit. What the fuck are you? It's too much going on with that shit. Motherfuckers don't know how to de-escalate situations and finish it non-violently. Motherfuckers, that's called verbal abuse. Motherfucker, it's called physical abuse. We ain't with that shit. So you saying motherfucker get their ass beat, it's cool for the wife to come fuck you, George, and slap a motherfucker in their shit, and George has got to take it? George should get his ass up. Don't even do. I ain't rapping. I ain't even in the mood to rap. That's crazy. Yeah, it is tight, right? Oh man. Trump attended the RNC Monday night, walking out to chance a fight from the crowd and all that shit. And oh yeah. Trump's classified documents case was dismissed by a federal judge. He put on the stand. Put on the bench. You know what I mean? Talk about the appointment of special counsel violated the Constitution. What's his name? Jack Smith or some shit like that? Come on, man. Political theater, baby. I'm in Milwaukee. I live in Milwaukee. I'm not going down by downtown and none of this shit. But the RNC has been a bust financially to the businesses of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because if you in that hard-ass zone or you in that soft-ass zone, I might have to have the map put up. That hard-ass zone where shit is, you can't even get up in there unless you credentialed. And you've been credentialed. The soft zone, you can get up in that bitch. But the restaurants in the hard zone, but for the price is not right in this bitch, man. They losing money. It's some businesses they have. Motherfucker walk up in there, only people that's ordering shit is their employees, man. Shit. Today is reportedly a congressman got into it with motherfuckers outside the hotel. Some pink rally, some shit like that against war. And they said he pushed a woman, but he said the woman assaulted him and all types of shit. Man, listen. And then, outside of the perimeter, further across the highway, y'all know through every black community, they put an interstate or highway through to separate our shit that was going good for us, right? So we got a highway on the other side of the soft and hard perimeter, right? The hood, straight hood, right? King Park, King Center, right? The motherfucker arguing with this guy, put out the steak knife, like, nigga, I'll kill you type shit. The police, hey, put the knife down. He turned around like, what? Nigga, I'll kill you. Baka, 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 baka. They was like, man, motherfuckers like, man, I just seen a murder by the motherfucking police. They ain't had to kill, dog. You know what I mean? But if you got a knife and they seen him arguing with a motherfucker like he making, man, dog, hey, if you see Milwaukee on the news, y'all know why. If y'all see Milwaukee tearing up some shit, y'all see why, because this motherfucker's mad. And I would be mad too, because that is some bullshit. Like, but I mean, they could have popped him. He had the knife, right? They could have popped him in his leg, like, but it's a deadly weapon. That's where you go to deadly weapon. But these motherfuckers are from Ohio. Y'all tell me, why is motherfuckers from out of state, outside of the hard and soft perimeter, and they should be there, and Milwaukee PD should be surveying and patrolling the outside of the soft and hard perimeter right there that's close to the shit? That's MPD. And of course, they were saying he possibly was having a mental health breakdown, man. Thoughts and prayers. Whew, Lord have mercy. 25 minutes on that shit, we done. But we not done because I got to talk about Joe. Now, last week after the G7 summit or some shit like that, Joe Biden said, let me show these motherfuckers I ain't slipping. So he got up there taking questions for like an hour. So Joe Biden checked all the whole ass motherfuckers out here talking about he ain't this, he ain't that, right? He told motherfuckers age equals wisdom. I got this shit. Well, y'all shut the fuck up. Because while now, and this is before the attempted assassination on Trump, the party got to be together so that we can do what the fuck we need to do. If we show any weakness, motherfuckers ain't going to want to vote for us. They already don't want to vote. Already. What are y'all doing? I beat this motherfucker before. You know what I'm saying? Let me beat this motherfucker again. Get the fuck out of the way. What Biden trying to tell, hey man, y'all ever seen the motherfucker like, watch out y'all, I got this shit. You know what I mean? I'm finna shoot the fade with dog. First question he answered, yeah, he did fucked up saying if he didn't think Vice President Trump could be president and all this shit, and when he's trying to say, he should have said Harris and shit, whatever. It was funny. Excuse me, that shit was funny. Now everybody gets a fuck up, a kerfluffle. But he's in a no-win situation because you got motherfuckers that don't want him in. If he loses, right? If he loses, no-win situation, he should have stepped down and let Kamala go, right? If he steps down and Kamala loses, then he should have stayed in the race or left early. So how is it his fault if the American people want Trump to outvote the Democrats then? Huh? If they get the delegates to get the electoral college to, because y'all know what's going to happen. I told y'all already. If Trump loses a civil war, I mean, it's civil war. We seen what just happened, right? He has to beat Trump for the survival of America. Once again, y'all, political theater, baby. Whew. All right, let me get some water, y'all. Take this small water break. All right, y'all, let's kick it. Let's kick it, man. Let's do this. The Billboard Top 100 Rap Albums. I was done. Me Against the World by Tupac was not on the list. So I was done. Therefore, the list is trash. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You cannot tell me, even if you put that as the 100th best album of all time, you bugging. Hip hop, all right, but at least it's on the list. It wasn't on the list, unless I didn't see it, right? The Drake Scorpion album, I don't think that was on the list. That should be on the list. I was emotional to see where my certain classes were placed. Southern Playlist was at 85. Are you fucking kidding me? Huh? 85? Way too low to me. There was no Master P. You got to at least have Ghetto Dope or The Last Don on there. You got to have one of them two. No Sky Zoo for All the Brilliant Things. Is it All the Brilliant Things? And Pusha T for Album of the Year. They dropped the same year. That one, the seventh. No, yeah. Like, whoa. I don't think neither one of them was on there. But then once you got to the top 20, you kind of see where they was going with it. It's like, yeah, I can see, you know what I mean? Okay. But I'm talking about motherfuckers didn't even make the list. Now, I still think Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is too high, being that it's a rap and R&B album, but I have no fucking problem with Illmatic being the number one album of all time, right? I have no problem. Yeah, however, for my money, it was written might be better than Illmatic. It's like double Illmatic. Shit, you know what I mean? But, you know, let me know in the comments, man. I wasn't with that list, though. Let me know which one of yours was like, yo, ain't no way in hell. You know, we all go back to high school and shit like that when it was popping and be like, oh, that was my shit. All right. NBA. So y'all roll me for a little bit, man. I got like 2 weeks of shit. Brian signed to 2-year, $104 million stay with the Lakers, whatever. JJ hired Nate McMillan and Scotty Brooks as his assistant, smart as fuck. 31 years of head coach experience as his assistants. Both were great coaches in their own right. DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Kyle Anderson for Clay is a great upgrade with the Warriors. DeRozan to the Kings, 3 years for $74 million. I'm cool. They traded some shit pick swaps with San Antonio Spurs, Chris Duarte, second round picks and cash to the Bulls, all that shit. I don't see the fit with the Kings for DeRozan. I want him to be at the Lakeshore because I'm selfish. And all them other cats got their chance to go to the crib. I think DeMar, but at least in California. So we can roll with that. But the Lakers and Clippers would have been a better fit for me. But Fox, Sabonis, DeRozan, and Keegan Murray, you know, long as DeRozan able to still play like DeRozan, that might be okay though, because that mid range, you know what I mean? So that might be okay. We see Bronny's debut and shit, and on Saturday, and it's like, man, shit, man, like keep that shit real. 4 points and shit in the Vegas Summer League, whatever. One play was good, on ball defending, get a steal, leads the break, drop it off to someone else, dropped off for a layup, whatever. Had a nice pull up. That was when that was in out in Oakland. What I don't like is that, you know, they gonna jump on Bronny whatever he say. You know what I mean? Like when he said Summer League is slower than college. Like, he got the right to his own opinion, not his own facts. But I hate this because going over and over and over again, he gonna get scrutinized for everything he fucking says. Like, shit gonna be way overblown, y'all. Y'all know this. Then Brian has to give an interview talking about what Bronny says and thinks, and Bronny doesn't care about critics. All that bullshit, man. It came out PG wanted to stay in LA and all this shit. Of course he did. But Clippers didn't see him as an equal to Kawhi pay-wise shit. Fuck you, nigga. You ain't that, and that's fucked up. PG says they offered him 2 for $60 initially, which would have went with his 45, which would have put him at 105 for $3. So 105 for $3, he wouldn't have took that. You know what I mean? They gave Harden 2 for 70, but Kawhi got 3 for 150. So he might have been able to get him up to $120, I'm thinking. PG said he would have taken it with a no trade clause, but if not, he wanted to fall for 212. But he said, I wanted to get what Kawhi get equal. I ain't trying to make no more money than dog. So the Clippers didn't see it that way, and they didn't want to give him a no trade clause. They just gave him 3 for 150 is what they offered. PG said, no bueno, and he gone. Kawhi Leonard left USAB. Now it's coming out with the Clippers stating that we didn't have no shit to do with it. They didn't want Dog to be there, and they didn't give him a chance to show what he can do all the way. Motherfucker, are you on the court? Are you doing the drills? Are you doing everything that needs to happen so we can evaluate what the fuck is going on? Oh, we ain't doing the shit you do with the Clippers, where you ain't telling us that you come to practice, you don't feel well, and you just ain't doing it because you got your own people. Yeah, you can't do that at USA Basketball. The Clippers allow you to do that shit. You can't do that shit over here, though, B. So if that's what happened, I can see USB. You know what? We done, dog. The Clippers, and we up. For real. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then all the shit with the Derek White to replace Kawhi. Hey, watching the motherfucking game, we don't need no ball dominant motherfuckers. We need motherfuckers that's going to play D, hit the open shot, create for other motherfuckers. Because that's our problem now. So Jalen Brown should be on a team, right? We know that already, but he should have been on the team a long ass fucking time ago. Probably before y'all grabbed other cats. Not to replace a cat. You know what I mean? Because then you like, damn, would I take Brown over Edwards and or Booker? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a tough decision I wouldn't want to make. You know what I'm saying? That shit came down to the pool and a certain type of players they wanted for the shit. You know what I mean? Reportedly, the NBA agreed. Yeah, the NBA agrees to terms on a $76 billion media rights deal. I believe it's a 11 years, right? Take a breath. 11 years, $76 billion. Do the math. Jalen Brunson signed a 3-year extension with the Knicks, leaving $113 million over 3 years at $37 million per year off the table. Like, he said, nigga, by the time I get to my real contract, I'm gonna be making $100 million in this bitch. But guess what? I'm not giving up that 113. But at the same time, with the second apron and shit, he's doing what he can to make sure the Knicks can always have a mid-level trade exception to go out and get better. Salute to Jalen for doing that shit. It ain't nobody else's money. It's your money, done. So do what you gotta do, done. Right? Keep the salaries low so they can add or trade a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? But get paid, young nigga. Get paid. Get paid, young nigga. Man, it's hard, nigga. That $113. No shit. Shit. You got underpaid by Dallas. This deal to the Knicks. Yeah, man, I'm cool, man. James Dolan is pissed at the league for the new media rights deal. Dolan believes it makes regional sports networks inviable. Per ESPN, quote, the inclusion of streaming partners in the proposal, e.g., Amazon Prime Video, Peacock, allows fans in all NBA markets to bypass their RSN to watch certain games in their local market. The proposal offers no local protection for RSNs, end quote. Dolan also is pissed at the league now taking 8% annually from the media rights deal with no transparency on how the money will be spent, which is up from 0.5% from last media rights deal. Get paid, young league, get paid. You know what I'm saying? He has a motherfucking point, fam. Y'all went from 0.5 to 8. Then y'all take our regional sports networks away from us where we get marketing dollars from, and we can't put that shit on Amazon and them shits. So that shit go to us. Y'all basically paying us through tickets, motherfucker. I mean, we getting paid through seats in the house and shit. Like, come on, B, we not doing that. And we get a check cut because the teams that's doing well and got the platform and got the motherfucking media shit, the RSN, and they got the fan base and all that, and they moving and grooving. We get penalized and got to cut a check for all these other mark ass, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. All these punk motherfuckers out here, man, fuck all that. Y'all gonna have to stop cutting some of that shit. Get y'all money from that shit. Don't take this shit. Yeah, man, I ain't mad at them. You know what I mean? Because RSNs can't compete with major streaming companies, and the rules around sponsorship are different with the digital ads and shit that are placed during broadcasts and shit, man. We talked about Team USA. They won their first game and shit against Canada. It wasn't nothing, whatever. Dylan Brooks a fool for walking in front of Devin Booker, though. Somebody gonna choke the shit out of dog. USA beat Australia 98-92 yesterday. They gave us 68 points in the paint in a 40-minute game and shit. Psh, fuck wrong with them. Joel Embiid and AD are going to have to hold that shit down in the middle, man. Fuck the AD. I don't want to play the center shit. When Bam Adebayo out there, they was kind of getting in the way, but I like what they do together. But, hey, you're going to have to be our anchor, G. Because offensively, we do okay. But, you know what I mean? Y'all got to be our anchor defensively, man. AD, you're going to have to do it. And this is telling from the USA team. We were talking about it earlier with who we need on the team. Do we need ball-dominant motherfuckers? Ant-Man joined the starting lineup yesterday and had 14 points, okay? But listen to what he said per ESPN after the game. Quote, "We can't get comfortable. I think the third quarter we came out and got super comfortable. Took our foot off the gas," Edwards said. "I think the second group shares the ball a lot more than the first group as far as us and myself. So we got to do a better job of getting each other involved." End quote. You old niggas need to share the rock more. If he loses on y'all old ass niggas. All right, back, y'all. Had to record. We had to delete some shit, man. All right. WNBA news, man. I ain't been watching a lot of games. I've been chilling. I'm tired of seeing the same games. It's the same people saying the same games all the time. I'm tired of seeing that. You know what I mean? I can't wait till they get more teams. But, you know, talking about Caitlyn, she had 19, 13, and 12, the first rookie to score a triple-double. You know what I mean? Fever win over the Liberty, you know what I'm saying, last week. Sabrina, funny because she said it's hard to beat a team 4 times, and this was the Fever Super Bowl. That shit, that wasn't no shade. Angel Reese broke Candace Parker's consecutive double-double record, and then this weekend it got stopped. And they had like 3 motherfuckers on at the end of the game. That shit was funny as hell. Asia Wilson just on the warpath. She killed 28 points, and they went on the wings last week and shit. She's just killing, man. Per ESPN, the number 1 overall selection in the 2018 WNBA draft was 4,301 career points. She moved past Sophia Young-Malcolm, 4,300 for the team mark. Also has 540 points this season, the most by any player over a 20-game span within a season in WNBA history. They got tonight, they got tomorrow, then they go to All-Star Game in Phoenix. I really wish I was paying attention more. I would love to be out there, All-Star Game, then they go over their month-long Olympic break. It's the Team WNBA All-Stars versus Team USA. Last time in 2021, Arike won an MVP with the Team WNBA beat the USA team. So this is going to be good. I can't wait to watch that. So support. And getting the quick ones on the last shit. Listen, man. All this everybody else jumping into everybody else shit, I get it. That's your man's. But I need Jay Prince, man. Y'all got to chill, man. Y'all got to chill with that mob tie shit and everything looking like it got to be violence, dog, because you running a legit business as a manager and shit for the boxing. I understand, man, but damn, I don't think everybody wants smoke with Jay Prince. I don't think everybody shitting on dog. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, though, but now he's making cats come jump off that porch and say, fuck you, nigga, and we ain't worried about you and fuck your mob ties. And I don't think that's smart either, but it is what it is. Shakur was talking that tough talk, nigga. We can box in the industry. Shakur, if your fights are boring to somebody else, but you have fans that like it, are you gonna worry about the motherfuckers is hating or the motherfuckers that like your shit, Shakur? So that's why I didn't understand why you even arguing with motherfuckers over your shit. And if you're offended by it, then show motherfuckers. I'm gonna show you motherfuckers this ain't what it is. But as far as want to get into it with everybody on Twitter that got something to say, your level of maturity got to grow up, dog. You ain't got to worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But then when you talk that tough talk and Cam like, nigga, shit, nigga, we can box, nigga, but I ain't boxing you, nigga. Somebody slip me a blade or something, that's your ass. Like, yeah, nigga, you talking to street niggas that, you know what I mean? So, of course, the streets ain't boxing. That's facts. But then Shakur talking, what is it, nigga? We'll have that gun talk then and all. See, man, see. Now, Cam and Mase just responded to the shit. And come on, B, you gotta do that shit, man. Like then Jay Prince, oh man, this is the most ESPN watch fight of the year and all this shit and the last few years and all that shit. Nobody gives a fuck, B. Nobody gives a fuck. We talking about the post shit. You see, we ain't even talking about the fight. We talking about dog getting mad and getting into it with motherfuckers on their show. And now you stepping in and gotta say something. Come on, Jay Prince, you a OG. We ain't got time for that shit, man. OG, you ain't gotta do that shit, man. Lead us. You know what I mean? Lead us. You know what I mean? And if you can't lead us because you too old in the game, advise us. But we can't be getting threatened by the OGs and shit like we out of line when they're young and popping shit. OG, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Because you can't threaten us with the street shit. Talking about he handled the shit in the boxing ring, I handle all this street shit for him. Come on, man. After your man got diarrhea of the mouth, Jay Prince, you better than that shit, man. Yeah, for real. All this other shit going on, man, I just don't want that shit to be a bad look, man. We can't keep having this shit, dog. Social media is the devil, yo. For real. They get a lot of them motherfuckers jammed up with all types of other shit, man. Hey, that shit was funny, though. All that shit was funny. All right, y'all. Pray for Milwaukee, man. We going through it here with this Republican shit. I can't wait till this shit is over, man. And pray for your people, man. Went to the doctor today. Got a new doctor, man. Black doctor, of course. Much love. It's all good, man. We good over here, man. Thanks for the support. I'll see y'all, if not next week, giving y'all a recap on some other shit that happened. Y'all know I'll see y'all in 2 weeks, man. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own American-born African with mass appeal. Listen to and follow Network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com or wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. Click that bell for notification. New content when I drop. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Follow us on X and Instagram at KITK. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Y'all know what it is, man. Weekly or bi-weekly right now. Dolan Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla, Digger, your host of the Confidence in the Clutch podcast with Dolan Nelson. Confidence in the Clutch podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, heavy on politics today in society, man. Have a safe and healthy night. If you listen to the Daytime Credit Grade Day on purpose, y'all. Hey, and Chad also Ocho Cinco, I listened to you. You said you get the jeans from Target, cut holes in to make them look like a mirror. You a fool, boy. That shit might work. We about this joint. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.